Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. You know that I'm very excited to be here with you. We're going to be talking about earthquakes today, a conversation and a reading class. We're going to get warmed up with some questions to ask you guys so you can share your opinions and your ideas. How's everyone feeling today? How are you, Jose?
Fine, thanks.
Thanks for coming back to class.
No problem. What about you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I had a nice evening last night. I went out with two of my friends that I've known them since I was just a young girl. So it was nice to reconnect with them and spend some time with them for sure. What did you do last night?
Today? I went to the bank.
You went to the bank today?
Yeah, just to get my MasterCard.
Okay, very good. You need a MasterCard nowadays, don't you?
Yeah.
Jose Luis, how are you?
I'm fine, Abby, and you?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? No?
It's really quiet.
Okay. Now? It's better now?
I can hear you. It's doable, but you're extremely quiet. Do you have headphones in?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll have to make it work, Jose Luis. Hi, Victor. How are you?
Hi, Abby. Doing well. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. It's nice to have you. How has your weekend been so far?
It's going okay. I
Yeah?
have a full house of guests. Yeah.
Good for you. What do you have guests for?
Just my relatives went to me to visit me.
How long will they be visiting you for?
Maybe for 1 week, I hope.
Oh, that's lovely. I love when family comes to visit.
Yeah.
You make good breakfasts, you stay up late, you have more
Exactly.
fun. I'm happy for you. That's wonderful to have your family with you. Thanks for coming to class, even though you have them there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me say hello to Nuri. Hi, Nuri. Welcome back to the class. Okay. Let me say hello to Andri. Andri, how are you?
Hi, babe. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Good to see you. How has your weekend been so far?
See you too. It's great. I'm
Yeah?
relaxing weekend. Yeah, I'm having a relaxing weekend.
That's lovely. You know, today I had big plans, Andre. I was supposed to go boating. I don't know if you heard me say this the other day, but I was supposed to go boating with my friends, go like water skiing, and then the weather
Okay.
the weather went a little bit well, the sun is gone. It's raining. So we won't be going boating today.
Okay, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, yeah. Thanks for coming. Hi, Francisco. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. It's nice to have you back with us in class.
Yeah.
I feel after after seeing myself in the camera, I feel like perhaps my hair's a little bit crazy, but that's okay. Other than that, I'm feeling good. What about you, Halcyo? How are you?
Hello, Evie.
Hi.
Class on Saturdays. I told you.
Maybe that's why my hair is crazy. It's Saturday. No, I've only got 2 hours with you guys today. It's like bittersweet. It's good because I get to see you, but it's sad because it'll be over before we know it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. And I think that's everybody except for Nuri. I haven't heard you. You're having problems with your PC? Nuri, are you there? Nuri? Yeah, it seems like you might be having some maybe some connection problems or with your PC, but as soon as it gets up and running, go ahead and let me know, okay? It's a little bit weird for me because I'm missing my most regular student. Can anyone see who's missing?
Ali.
I'm shocked.
24/7 on Verbling.
He finally got tired of me. Ali, where are you?
He's on the dinner right now.
Yeah, he's probably eating with his family.
Yeah, he wants to be with you, but he can't.
I suppose family first, right? I'm just being extremely selfish. So today's class is about earthquakes, but to start off our discussion, yeah, Am's not here either. She doesn't always come on Saturday, Jose. She's a little bit more balanced. She comes on a regular basis. We're going to be talking about earthquakes today, but to start off the discussion, I would like you guys to think about different types of natural disasters. Hi, Asma. How are you? Good to have you back.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. Nice to see you again.
What's the weather like in Tunisia?
Now I'm living in Qatar, so it's very hot.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm from Tunisia, but now I'm living in Qatar.
Okay.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Thanks for coming back to class. We're happy to have you. So we're going to be talking about natural disasters. I want you guys to think of all the different types of natural disasters that you can think of. Let's start with Victor. Besides an earthquake, name one.
Snowfall.
Okay, if it's a disaster, we would call it a blizzard.
Blizzard, okay.
A blizzard. Very good. Jose Luis, what about you? Jose?
Sorry.
No. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. There's Jose and then there's Jose Luis. So I'm asking Jose Luis, but I think he might be having a problem. Can you try using your microphone, Jose Luis? Yeah, we can't hear you. Maybe try to refresh the Hangout. That's the only thing I can think of because we can't hear you at all now. So I'll ask Jose now. Jose, go ahead and give me an example of a natural disaster. Again?
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Helcio, another one.
Disaster. Tornado.
Tornado. Good. Francisco?
Volcano.
Volcano. Eruption.
Yes.
Perfect. And what about you, Asma?
In Japan, I think I'm here that some disaster. Volcanic, I think, yeah. In Japan.
So what's the natural disaster again, Asma? In Japan, there's what?
I think disaster, yeah.
A disaster?
Or volcanic.
Okay, a volcanic eruption. Absolutely, that's one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Andrew, can you think of another one?
Yeah, floodings.
Floods. Excellent. Good job. Floods. And Akka, welcome to the class. Can you think of a natural disaster?
Yes, one typhoon or hurricane.
Typhoon?
Monsoon, all the same.
Or hurricane. Or hurricane. Yeah, that's scary for sure. So out of all of the natural disasters that we've thought of, or there's also more if you can think of them, which one do you think would be the most terrifying, the scariest one to have to live through? Now you survive, But which one would scare you the most? Let's ask Andre.
I guess tsunami, typhoon.
Why do you think a tsunami?
Because it's a terrible experience, I guess.
The idea of the water maybe drowning?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can anyone else give me a different one that they think would be the scariest to live through?
Earthquake.
Why do you think the earthquake is the scariest?
Because you can escape it if it began.
That's true. There's no escaping it. Very good. Excellent job, you guys. So today we're going to be talking about hurricanes. Let me share my screen with you. There we go. And we're going to have Akka start us off. Can you read the very first question, Akka, in the warm-up, and then we'll get your answer as well?
Okay. Which area of the world often have the earthquake? Yeah, Japan, and California, and South Europe, and maybe the Iranian area, probably.
Okay, very good. Have you?
Yeah, I have
one?
Yeah, since I'm living in Japan, I experience a lot of earthquake. But last pretty huge one, this area didn't quake at all. So I didn't experience such a massive earthquake.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing. That must have been, it's a scary experience, I'm sure, even when it's close to home, right? Maybe we're not directly affected, but when it's close to home, we definitely get a little bit nervous, right?
Yeah, completely nervous. I was just watching the TV news and internet news maybe almost 1 month after that.
Very good. Let's go to our next question, okay? Maybe we could get Victor to read the second question and give me your answer.
Where have serious earthquakes happened recently? Maybe in Japan, I don't know exactly.
Maybe it's not recently, but can you think of like a famous earthquake, one that was on the news that had a huge effect on a country or an area?
Fukushima, yes, I think most famous earthquake. Or, yeah, was it earthquake or tsunami?
Yeah, it was an earthquake which created the tsunami, right?
Yeah, I think both, yeah.
Very good. Excellent example. And I don't know if any of you remember the earthquake in Haiti. I'm sure you do. It's still being talked about. But I actually felt that earthquake. Even though I was in the neighboring country, I felt that earthquake. It was so good.
Ya te llamo. Es que estoy en clase y ya llevo 20 minutos.
Hi, Nuri.
Arriba.
Sorry.
Ándale. Hi, Nuri. Welcome to the class. We were eavesdropping in your phone conversation.
Hi, sorry.
That's okay. We're happy to have you. Jose Luis, could you read the third question?
Okay. Can you hear me now, teacher? Is better? No.
You're so quiet. I hear you, but you're really quiet. Try to just speak nice and loud, and we'll do our best.
Okay, teacher. Have you ever felt a strong earthquake?
Have you?
Have you ever felt a strong earthquake? Yes. Once a day I was in a in a building, and I have seen the tree flow, and it was very hard for me, this experience. I don't like it.
Yeah, very unsettling. You could say I was on the third floor.
Okay, teacher.
Perfect. Jose, could you read the fourth question for us? Thank you, Jose Luis. Jose, could you read number 4?
What happens during an earthquake? Bridge crashing. People run.
Buildings crashing. Very good. Buildings crashing. What else?
People run. Kids cry.
Okay, very good. Anyone else think of any other details that happen when there's an earthquake? Something else that happens? Any scientists in the room?
Everybody shake.
Everybody shakes. Yeah, it's like going out to the club dancing. Very good. Everything shakes. That's true. Let's go to the next one, Halcyo, number 5.
Number 5. What kind of damage can earthquake cause? But they destroy houses, buildings.
Okay. Anything else that they can do?
People can die during the earthquake. I can hear my voice.
You're not the only one that hears an echo. I don't hear the echo though.
Yes, strange.
Do you have headphones in, Halcyo?
Yes.
Oh, now I can hear my voice too. It must be Google Hangouts.
Perhaps.
Okay, it's a little bit annoying. I can hear my voice too. Sorry about that. I don't know how we could stop it. Thank you very much, Halcyo, for your answer, though. Francisco, what should you do if you're in an earthquake? Tell us what we should do.
I don't have panic. And I go to end of my house.
You go into your house or out of your house?
Out. It's possible.
Okay, you go out of your house if it's possible. Fantastic idea. Asma, what else should you do if you're in an earthquake? You hear a warning or your house starts to tremble a little bit. What do you do?
The question number, what should you do if you are in an earthquake?
Exactly, yes.
I think to go out home, and if it's a place that usually can have earthquakes, I think to prepare I don't know. It's very I think scientific, or there are special preparation to avoid the risk of earthquake.
Thank you very much. Has anyone else heard any other tips, like get under your bed, hide under a table, in a doorway? Has anyone ever heard anything like that? Or have I been misinformed?
Yeah, I heard about standing in a doorway, I guess.
Why do you think they recommend that? Why do you think that makes sense to try that?
Because I guess it's not so easy destroyable for earthquake, for example. I'm not sure.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for sharing. That makes sense, right? If it's the structure, it makes it stronger for sure. Anybody else?
Yeah, maybe to check the gas and the electricity, something like this. Yeah.
Absolutely good. What should you not do if you're in an earthquake? Anybody?
Run. It's better not run.
It's better not to run. Why do you think that?
Because you can hurt yourself, and at the same time, many things can fall, and you can see all the things.
Absolutely. Very true, right? Something could fall, maybe you could trip. Good work. Anyone else want to share something that you think you should not do in an earthquake?
You shouldn't give in to panic.
Why do you think panicking makes the situation more complicated, Victor?
Because it can be even worse if you're in panic. You can scare other people. Maybe, I don't know.
Absolutely, right? Make other people panic. People start running and then we can't get organized, right? No panicking, no running. What else should you not do?
To not stay near the kitchen, for example.
Why do you say that? Why do you say stay away from the kitchen?
I think the kitchen, there are the gas, very dangerous, I think, yeah.
Very good. Let's continue. Let's get started with our reading activity, okay? Let's go down. We've got quite a bit to read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can divide it up. Everyone can read a fairly good chunk. We'll start with our very first paragraph, and maybe I could have Halcyo read that for us. Halcyo, can you start?
Yes. Earthquakes occur when shifting pieces of Earth surface cause the ground to shudder. Sometimes there are disastrous results. Earthquakes have killed countless numbers of people and tossed their buildings around like toys. About 35 earthquakes are observed around the globe every day, and about 18 majors happen every year.
Okay, very good. So let's talk about some of these words, Halcyo. Can you repeat for me shudder?
Shudder.
And tossed.
Tossed.
Good. Does anyone have any questions about the vocabulary in this first paragraph?
What is tossed?
Tossed means to be thrown. For example, you take an item and you toss it means you maybe throw it into the air or you throw it away from you.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions about the vocabulary? Everybody knows what shifting means? Everybody knows what...
I want to know what is the meaning of shifting.
Shifting is moving. In this instance, to shift or shifting, relocating. Okay? So what?
Shift means like change the place. Abby, hello.
Who are you?
Abby is out.
Perhaps fall down.
Ah, no, it's here, but no listen.
And he fall down. She fall down.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. I'm very, very sorry. My computer just closed. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Sorry about that. So I was talking about how talking to myself actually for quite a long time, but the surface of the Earth, when we say that the surface shifts, it means that it's constantly moving like this, and that eventually, obviously, when the plates go like this, then we have an earthquake, right? That's what shifting means, okay? Any other questions about that first paragraph? Okay.
And can you share the document?
Yes, I'm just trying to share my screen now. I think I'm having some issues, so sorry. I can't share the document itself because it's not a PDF. Okay, there we go. Ali!
Hi, Abby.
What are you trying to give me a heart attack?
No. Sorry, I was busy. I am driving right now.
Oh my God. And here I thought you had grown tired of me. Okay, you can listen then. We won't, no talking on the phone while driving, Ali, please. Okay,
Yes,
let's continue.
I am listening.
Okay. Jose, would you like to read the next highlighted part for us?
Okay. Earthquake can happen anywhere. A series of quakes near the town of New Madrid,
Missouri.
Missouri, during the winter of 1811-1812, was felt as far north as Canada, as far south as the Gulf of Mexico, and retailed anywhere in Washington, D.C., because the American Midwest was so sparsely populated. The death toll was light.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jose. And Jose Luis, could you finish that? Jose Luis, are you there? Okay, we'll go over to Nuri. Nuri, finish that paragraph for us.
Today, New Madrid lies within. Please, how do you say this number?
150 miles.
150 miles.
240.
240 kilometers of two major cities, San Luis, Missouri, and Memphis, Tennessee. When a Midwestern earthquake happens again, as experts say it surely will, the toll in human life and property destruction is expected to be high.
Very good. Excellent reading. These words are not easy, you guys. This is definitely an high intermediate level reading class. So don't feel sad if you are having a hard time reading, okay? Don't worry about it. We're going to work through it together. Okay, so there was a series of different earthquakes, and what does it mean that that rattled Chinaware? Rattled Chinaware in Washington. Who knows what that means? To rattle Chinaware.
To break cups and something else.
Yeah, what's Chinaware? Do you know, Andrew?
Yeah, it's I guess I don't know. Maybe I guess it's how to explain. It's cups made from kind of material.
Yeah, like porcelain or special types of glass, right? Beautiful. So usually Chinaware is fine dishes. You only bring it out for the very special guests, right? Like when Teacher Abby comes for dinner, you pull out your Chinaware.
Of course.
Plastic dishes.
Plastic dishes. Healthy. Paper plates for Teacher Abby. Good. So it's obviously saying that when there's an earthquake, things rattle. Now, who knows what to rattle means? The verb to rattle.
It's a sound that is kind of like that.
Exactly.
Crick,
right.
crick, crick.
Exactly. Very good, girls. Thank you. So any questions on the vocabulary for our second paragraph? It's a tricky reading for sure. Let's go to the next one, and it's now Nuri's turn to read that for us. Go ahead, Nuri. Oh, no, you just read, Nuri. Victor, can you do it?
Okay. Earthquakes happen very suddenly. Subterranean forces cause gigantic plates of rock to shudder as they slip past each other. The major cause of earthquakes is shifting tectonic plates. Tectonic plates are the fragments of crust that float on the Earth's thick mantle.
Excellent. And Ali, I don't think you should read for us, okay? Don't be upset, but we'll get Andrew to read in your place. Andrew, could you finish that paragraph?
Yeah, most earthquakes occur at the boundaries of these plates. The Ring of Fire in the Pacific Ocean is an example of boundary earthquake. Mid-plate earthquakes, like the one at New Madrid, are usually large and destructive.
Fantastic. Nicely done. Good reading. That paragraph was not quite as tricky. Any questions on the vocabulary for this paragraph?
Yeah. What means boundary?
Boundaries.
Boundary, yeah.
Okay, the boundaries is like the outer edge. For example, the boundaries of a country are the border.
Okay.
Okay, the boundaries, the limits.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Boundaries can also be limits that you impose on children or what your boss imposes on you at work. Limits to what you're allowed or able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyone else have a question on the material?
To shudder?
To, sorry? Shudder. Good one.
Shudder.
To shudder is, well, there's two different things. In this, it's talking about a physical movement. It's when the rock kind of has a jolting motion. So when they're moving, it's like it's not a smooth motion. Okay? But let's try to use it in something that you would actually see it in. Something you would actually see it being used in English on a regular basis. Like if you said something to me that was really scary, I would maybe do something like this with my body. I'd go, ooh. That's shudder. When your body kind of trembles a little bit out of fear. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So Nuri, what makes you shudder?
The snakes.
Snakes, perfect. So you could say, when I see a snake, I go, ooh. That's shuddering.
Okay.
Okay? When Ali didn't come to class, I nearly shuddered. Good job, you guys. Any other questions? Let's go to the next one then. Asma, would you like to read the next paragraph for us?
Okay. Damage from earthquakes is not limited to building, bridges, and dams. They can trigger fires and landslides when loose soil, such as landfill, loses its ability to bear loads. The ground behaves like quicksand. Building can sink and even disappear.
Excellent. Good pronunciation, Asma. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions on the vocabulary here? Okay. Asma, can you repeat bear loads?
Bear loads.
Excellent. Now, I know that somebody in this class does not know what this means, right? To bear a load means to carry a weight. Okay, so it's saying that some of the land might not have the ability to carry the weight of whatever it is on top of it. Let's try to use this in everyday English. What is a load that you are not able to bear? Francisco, tell me something that you are not able to carry physically or emotionally, mentally, something like that.
To bear means to handle?
To bear is to carry or support.
Okay.
Okay, so to bear a load is to be able to carry or support a weight or something that's heavy. Who can give me an example of carrying a weight? Francisco, I asked you, do you have an example you could share with me?
No, I don't have any example.
No? You can carry anything? Tell me about something that's too heavy for you to walk down the street and carry. Something that's too heavy for you.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear.
You are intermittent.
Can everybody else hear me, or is there a problem with my audio?
Your sound is intermittent.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So sorry about that, Francisco. I'm gonna have to move on. Victor, tell me about something that you cannot bear.
I don't know.
Something you can't carry.
100 kilograms.
100 what?
Kilograms.
Oh, yes, you can. I cannot bear my father. He's way too big. But he can
say I cannot bear the high temperature. I can say that.
Oh, that's very true. You absolutely could not. Now, this could also be an emotional thing. You could say, I can't bear to see children suffer, for example. I can't handle it. I hate it. It destroys me. It makes me too sad, for example. So it could be something literal, physical, or it can be an emotional burden. Okay, any kind of burden.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Andrea, I have. Let's continue. Let's continue, okay? This is, we're going to go over to Francisco. Can you please read the next part, Francisco?
Yes. When they happen at sea, earthquakes can generate seismic waves called tsunamis. Tsunamis travel great distance at speeds equaling those of commercial jet lines.
Okay, finish the paragraph for us, Francisco. You did a great job. Go ahead and finish it.
Me?
Yes, please.
They have barely noticeable and often appear as ripples on surface of the water. When they approach stories, they become monsters.
Okay, very good. So how does a tsunami develop? Jose Luis, can you explain how a tsunami develops?
How develop a tsunami, teacher?
Yes, how does it develop?
I don't know, teacher.
Because of the move of the plate in the earth, the water have velocity the weather have more velocity than the normal and go for the ground.
Excellent. Perfect. Good description. So they start out as ripples. A ripple in the water is just a tiny little movement, a tiny little wave. Like if you drop something in the water, there's ripples around it. And then how do they end up? They start as ripples, and then what happens, Elcio?
What, Abby? Can you repeat? You give me a surprise.
I think we've all had I think everybody's had a bit of a wild Friday night. Maybe that's the problem. I need to call you guys on Friday night and say, go to bed. You got class in the morning.
Let's go again.
They start out as ripples, tiny movements in the water. But then what happens by the time the wave reaches the shore?
And?
What happens to a tsunami wave? That's okay. Who can answer it?
No problem. Ask again.
They start out as tiny ripples.
Yes, about tsunami.
And then what happens to the wave? It starts out as a tiny ripple, and then?
And then I need to run out of the tsunami because it's a problem.
Then it ends up as a huge monster wave. A
Wave,
seismic
a
quake.
big wave.
Exactly. Okay.
I want a tsunami of beer. It's very fun.
A tsunami of what? Beer?
Yeah, a beer tsunami.
Beer?
Beer as in
Beer.
cerveza? Like to drink?
Yes, a tsunami of beer.
Oh, it's a brand of beer.
No, no, I want a tsunami of beer.
That's a lot of beer. Death by beer. Death by beer.
Yes,
Wow.
a giant wave of beer.
You would stand on the beach with your mouth open.
Yes.
What? Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing. And the only person who has not read is obviously Jose Luis. So could you please read the last paragraph for us?
Okay, teacher. Since earthquakes will happen whether they are predicted or not, communities in many earthquake-prone areas such as Southern California have upgraded building codes to make their structures less susceptible to damage. Japan has invested heavily in earthquake-proofing buildings in such areas as downtown Tokyo. They hope to save lives and property before the next earthquake happens.
Excellent. Good reading. Can you repeat the word susceptible?
Susceptible.
There you go. Much better. Susceptible to damage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions you guys have on this last paragraph?
No, I have that is it's curious that if you know the topic, the mind understand the paragraph without knowing all the words.
Yeah, so are you saying you're having a difficult time understanding?
No, I know a few words because I am engineer, but also I don't know all the words. I understand all paragraph.
Okay, very good. I'm glad that you understand. Andrew, did you have a question? I saw you took your microphone off.
Yeah, I wanted to ask what is the building code?
Building code, excellent. So a building code is when the government of a country has certain laws or standards that public buildings need to follow to have it be a legal structure.
It's the
Okay.
rules that you have to apply to the design of for the buildings.
Exactly. Very good. I don't know what's happening in our Verbling chat. It seems like things have changed a little bit in the last little while. We might have to use the other chat for the next class. So, any other questions there? We're going to get into our discussion. You guys are going to practice asking each other questions. There's a few interesting ones here because it talks about different things that you might take in case of an emergency, etc., etc. But let's go ahead and get started, okay? Maybe we could have Jose choose a question from this list. Choose a question from 1 to 10 and ask a different student in the class.
To Victor, question number 1.
Victor?
Do earthquakes often occur in your country? Where do they usually occur?
I think earthquakes don't occur in my country.
Yeah, me too.
Me neither. Me neither.
Me neither.
Excellent. Victor, go ahead.
We are lucky, yeah.
You're very fortunate, that's true.
Okay. Nuri, have you ever felt a strong earthquake? What did it feel like? How did you feel?
In a city, when I was warm, all days you feel a movement. No earthquake, but you feel a movement. When I have 7 years, with in my city happened a earthquake, and all family run, and my parents go out in panties, and that's no don't care for all people because we need to go out.
Wow. Did you hear something when it began?
Yes, if you pay attention, in my house we have a dog. The dog is very strange, feel bad and go around your bed and cry, and when you stop you can see the ground make a noise, and you have to go out.
Okay.
Very good. I'm gonna take over. That was perfect. Thank you very much. Asma, I'm gonna ask you a question. How can you make your home more earthquake safe? What could you do if you were suspecting that an earthquake could possibly happen where you live? What could you do to make your home more safe?
Not I have to make 2 doors or 3 doors at home, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And protect the electricity, strongly protect, and I don't know because it not happen that in my country, not often occur in my country, so that's why I cannot predict how I can make more earthquake safe in my home.
Okay.
But yeah, but I think that the important thing that you have to make more than 1 door, and the electricity and the gas, something like this.
Good answer, Asma. Thank you for sharing that with us. And maybe, so if that was the case, then maybe you'd have to do a little bit of research, right, on being preparedness for a natural disaster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. What about if you heard that your home was being damaged by an earthquake? You have to evacuate and you can take 5 things with you. No, let's lower that. Let's say 5 things. What 5 things would you take with you, Ali?
Me?
Yes, if you could take 5 things with you, what would they be?
First of all, maybe a person with my from my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my family and my bird.
No.
And I don't know. I just run away from home. Maybe my computer to join your class.
So you and Nico could come to English class still. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
And I don't know. Maybe if I have some money or something like that, I could get them.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that with us, Ali. Does anybody else want to give a final comment on what they would bring with them if they were to evacuate because of an earthquake?
Flashlight. It's right.
Yeah, a flashlight. Thank you. Flashlight.
Okay.
What else, Halcio?
I 5 things.
Only 5 things?
Well, give me just a couple things that you would like to share.
More important.
Yeah.
My dogs,
Mhm.
my wife and my daughter, and my wine collection, and my video game.
Okay, so number 1, my dogs. Number
Yes.
2, my wife and my
Wine.
child.
In my
Number 3, my wine collection.
And my video game, my Xbox. Only nothing more important.
Very
My
good.
visa, my passport.
Yeah, probably a good idea as well. Well, you guys, that was a kind of a rough class, wasn't it? I had my connection problems there. The reading was a little bit difficult, so I apologize if you feel it wasn't quite to your level or if it was a little bit too tricky for you. But thank you for coming and sticking it out with me.
Abby,
Thank you.
last question. Is there earthquake in Canada?
You know what? That's a really good question because at this time, I've never felt an earthquake in Canada. Never in my life. However, Vancouver Island is on a major fault line, and they're expecting it to go at any time, and they say that when it does go, that there probably will be no more Vancouver Island.
Okay.
It's kind of scary.
It's very often earthquake in my country and
Yeah?
around my city.
Mm-hmm.
But if if the government know that it's near a earthquake, they give you culture or prepare the people for that event.
Mm-hmm. They talk about emergency preparedness, but I mean, if your whole island is going to sink, there's nothing really you can do to prepare. Right?
Okay.
So it's just a matter of time, and they say it could be tomorrow or it could be in 100 years. Who knows? So for that reason, I don't like living on Vancouver Island, even though I think it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. It's a little bit scary, the thought of it.
No. In my city, in this moment, we have a lot of culture about this because the government say that the same thing that in any moment we can have a earthquake.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to the class. It was nice to be with you. I have to start my next hour, which is a beginner lesson, complete opposite. So come and join me if you would like to continue our conversation. But if not, take care and have a wonderful weekend. You guys rocked it out today, and I was really impressed, okay? Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Thank you very much.